Hey everyone. Nuvo drops is nothing new to a lot of people, but some of us still aren't for sure the differences of what's what when it comes to Nuvo drops, or maybe a little skeptical what's the difference between the Nuvo drop and Stickles. So I'm here today to hopefully be able to answer those questions for you. I went online and I went to Tonic Studios website and found out some information that I thought was pretty useful. The crystal drops, which are colors like these, okay, just simple basic colors. They range in colors of 36. So there's 36 varieties of colors. So there is a big range of coloring on that. Now with the crystal drops, they are a basic color. As you can see here, this is the ebony black right here. Now one thing I want to mention when it comes to these is they can get darker on you. For instance, this color is called crushed grape, and as you can see, it's a very pretty color. It seems like it'll be more of a lilac color, but after it dries, you can see how much darker it is. And I don't know if you can pick up the difference in this lighting very well or not, but there is a difference. So try to remember it will go a half a shade or maybe a shade darker than you originally would think. The black and the white stay pretty true to themselves. The translucent, the more it dries here, this has been about 6 hours that this one has been drying here, and it's gotten a little more translucent. But when I think of a translucent color, I think that it's going to be just a small hint of color. So that is pretty close to what it is, but it's a little more pigmented than I expected from it. And this one is called Jewel Drops. Now what I found about the Jewel Drops come in 8 colors. They're supposed to have a translucent finish with subtle color. So to me, I would think that it would be a little more subtle than that, but that's just me. So, but it's still a pretty shade. Okay. Next you have your jewel tones, and let me find my jewel here. I have one jewel and I'm trying to find it. Hello Jewel, where are you at? I had these organized earlier and we had a visitor stop by, and for the life of me I cannot find my jewel tone now. Oh, there it is, right in front of my face. Ha ha ha. The jewel tone are the ones that come in the 8 colors. They're the ones that are the translucent. Let's move on to the glitter. That's what I was trying to think of. Here's the glitter. This is one of the new releases. It's called Yellow Bird. It is very pretty. See all that sparkle and shine? And here it is in person. Rounded itself out real nice, and then picks up the light as you move it. It's a very pretty color. Now with the glitter drops, they come in 16 colors, so there is quite a selection in that. And you can see I have quite an array of starter collection here. I got tired of buying the little sticker drops, and I wanted to try to make my own. So the next thing we'll discuss are, to me, the metallics. Now there's not just a line of metallics, they're mixed in with the crystal drops, but let me show you the metallic-esque, let me put it that way, of these. This one is the liquid mercury. You can see it there. This one is rhubarb crumble. copper penny. It's very pretty. And this one is called Antique Rose. And in this light, it's hard to see, but it does have a very slight rose color. Okay. Now, with the metallics, see, here is the rose, and you would never know that it was rose colored. You wouldn't have guessed it. And what I found on the paper, that on the white cardstock, it leaves right there in the center, if you can tell, on each one of them here, it leaves just a sort of discolored, almost like a mica shift, I guess you would say. And that's very unsettling to me. Also, too, it's not as shiny and vibrant as the other colors are. As you can tell, the other ones just kind of really pop, really catch the sunlight. The metallics on the white cardstock don't. And here is the rhubarb, and you can tell next to the other color, it's just not very happy to me. You know, it's not a happy color, where the other ones just really are really bright and shiny. Next thing that I've noticed, there are pros and cons. You can see there's the perfect drop. Look at that. Just perfectly round, settled. Some of them, I mean, just dream. Then you see some that have a little, whoop, went too far, little indent. Those are the glitter and the translucent. For some reason, I have trouble with the glitters rounding out very well. I think it's just the glitter inside of it. And they're a little harder to squeeze for myself. So those, to me, are a little more difficult to work with than the others. Also, the metallics, they stay smaller. They don't spread out as evenly as the other ones do. So just as a note for you. The clear one looks like one of the Simon Says Stamp dewdrops. Just really nice, really pretty. Just really nice. So again, this is the clear. Here's the translucent. As you can see, it kind of did like a Hershey Kiss shape. Very disappointing. The glitter did the same thing. The metallics are not very, to me, are very disappointing in color. But then you get to the black cardstock. I wanted to see if the pigments would change. Now you will notice, if I can get them rounded here, compare the metallic look on the white to the black. You can tell that has more of a rose color compared to the white. And they have more of a shine to them. It's like the black kind of pops it out. I didn't do it on another colored cardstock. I just didn't have the time. But I wanted to give you a little bit of a idea. Even on the black pops very nicely on black cardstock. The white looks crisp here on the black. The only thing that I do notice, here's the clear. It's very, what's the word, muddy looking. It's not translucent, it's very opaque. Here is one of the glitters. It is discolored. Is not the crystal glitter that you would think that it would be. Here is the yellow that was on the other paper. Right here. Same two colors, and you can tell the difference. That is also something to keep in mind. Here, let me get the glitter over here. Here's the glitter compared to this glitter. It looks totally different. Then there is the crystal clear compared to the clear up here. night and day. Now the other colors stay pretty uniform. The more basic colors, try to get you in balance or focus there better. They stay true. They're vibrant. They look beautiful. And like I said, here is the same two metallic, the rhubarb. Get that in focus again. Look, this one's shiny compared to the dull finish on the white cardstock. These are both 110-pound weight cardstocks, just to let you know if you're wondering, well, maybe the weight of it, the thickness. I used the same amount of pressure as I did on the black as I did on the white. Just fair warning. So, these are supposed to be self-leveling. These are supposed to be able to be used on glass or non-stick surfaces. So if you want to pick them off later, glass or non-stick, and use them like a sticker dot, and then place it on your cardstock that way. Oh, here is the translucent, let me find it here, this one. That one did not go well on black cardstock at all. Just to let you know. It, to me, was a flop. And that one, again, was orange marmalade. Not a good choice there. These Nuvos are supposed to be able to be used to draw with, to make shapes, do all kinds of things with. You have to make sure you watch your pressure. See, watch your air bubbles. Always practice on a piece of paper first before going directly to your masterpiece, or you'll ruin it. These aren't the easiest to get off. So you can kind of use even pressure. Not the easiest thing to do behind the camera, but you can dot. And then sometimes to help them level out, you can carefully bang on the back or kind of tap your piece on your surface. And you can see that perfect little circle. Now on the squiggles that I did there, it kind of spread out a little bit. Try to keep that in mind as well. The use between this and the stickles to me are always easier to push because they are a smaller bottle. But Nuvo made a nice softer plastic so you can squeeze. But some colors feel thicker in the bottle than others. It's just going to have to be by how you feel. But practice, practice, practice. And Tonic even says that on their website and their channel. Practice on a piece of paper to get comfortable with using this, because you're going to have to pull a certain way. Let me just show you here. You can't go at an angle. Our natural instinct is to drop it at an angle. See? You don't get good right there. It doesn't level out as well. So you have to straighten yourself out and go straight up and down. Just like that. And you can tell from the start to the end, they're leveling themselves out. They're made to be three-dimensional and self-leveling. Okay? I'm trying to think what else there is. Some colors will give you a duller finish depending on the paper you use. Others will give you a beautiful glossy shine. The glitters are harder to squeeze out of the bottle, just in case for those that may have fibromyalgia or arthritis. I have fibromyalgia and I struggle with those bottles at times. So, but all in all, my review on this, it's a good product. Some colors are just really, you can't help but use them over and over. They're going to be your favorite. Then there's others that you just may not use that often. But for the price point they're under $3, and you get how many ounces in this? 30 mils or 1 full ounce. So for the cost of it, for under $3, you can get your money's worth out of this easily. And they come in this cute little bottle with a little diamond, and when you use the bottle up, pop this little diamond off the top and use it on another craft project. Recycle, reuse these bottles for something else. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave that down in the bottom. Also check out my giveaway. I am so close to my 100 subscribers. You guys rock. Thank you so much. And then also I have a special giveaway that's going to be separate from my 100 subscribers. The Doodlebug that I'm always talking about, my favorite store, they are helping me do a very small giveaway, and I'm very fortunate to have them as friends. And so I can't wait to show you that little goodie and tell you more about that later on. So for now, everybody have a great week and happy crafting.